This is gonna be Hearsay Part 3. This is gonna be Hearsay Part 3. Weave shaming.
Ooh. We both have done the weave thing before and obviously discovered that it's not for us. But at the same time, we do see younger girls with weave, and it's not even a question of like we'll shame them, oh look at their weave kind of thing. It's just asking them, perhaps asking the question, or even asking ourselves like why do they feel the need to do that. But I feel like,
I'm reading this question in a different, not really a question, it was just a hashtag, but I'm seeing this in a different light.
what are you saying it as?
I'm seeing it as, I'm not gonna say I feel sorry for, no, that's the wrong word. I think it's a shame that, you know, girls that wear weave don't feel comfortable maybe coming to natural hair events.
Yeah, that is a shame.
I feel like it's like, you know, you have all the natural sisters and they're strong, they're powerful, they're conscious. It's like, or girls with weave can be like that too. I don't see like why you have to do a big segregation. There's plenty of reasons why women wear weave.
Yeah, we've all done it. So, and to be honest, it's part of the journey, and even if it's not part of your journey, you like weave, that's your business.
So that's why I don't like the whole girls with natural hair looking down on girls that wear weave and all of that. I think it's too far. I get it. But like we must be better than them because they're wearing weave. No,
not at all. But at the same time, you can't act like you don't get that kind of. For instance, if we go up to a girl with weave and we say we were talking about natural hair, they still, you know, you get that kind of feeling that they feel like,
I feel like they can't.
Yeah, like they can't speak or stuff like that.
Well, you know.
And I feel that's not us trying to shame anyone. It's something they've projected onto other people. Do you see what I mean? Because some girls, not all, don't feel comfortable. They understand that they wear weave because they're not feeling comfortable in who they are. So they feel that we feel better than them. We don't feel better than them, but they're still trying. Sometimes I feel like they project that onto people. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah. But at the same time, I feel like girls with natural hair project a lot onto girls that wear weave.
To me, in my mindset, I'm not shaming anyone. I've worn weave. We've all done the same thing. But at the end of the day, natural to me is where it's at now. Cool.
Let's go back to the question.
What was the question?
Weave shaming.
We don't shame people though.
Not us, but like as a topic. Bottom line is, it's not right.
No, it's not. I don't think it's right at all. But at the same time, my mum used to shame me when I used to wear weave, and I think that contributed to me going natural now.
It is a shame.
One of the points that nowadays a lot of weave wearing women who wear weave don't understand what the implications of what they're doing is. Constantly sewing weave in your hair. You know, I think it's an issue that it shows. Basically, how I think is thoughts become actions, and if you're constantly doing one certain action over and over again, it determines what your thought process is. You can understand what the thought process is. So when people say, you know, women who constantly wear weave aren't, you know, proud of themselves in one way, I think that's kind of true, because I used to do it. I wasn't proud of myself in one way. That doesn't mean to say you're not proud of being black, you don't like your skin or something. There's more than one way to not love yourself.
Yeah.
You don't have to take one brush and brush the whole thing, for instance. So for instance, if I was wearing weave, I'd still love my skin colour, I still love my heritage and stuff, but me putting on hair that represents something else,
different culture.
Exactly, represents a different culture, still shows that there's an underlying something there.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be the whole spectrum of
something of you.
Yeah, I don't know if I explained that well. But
the whole weave shaming thing in the natural hair world, I think is quite a strong, dominant force that's lingering. Because it's just like,
it's the force.
I don't know why I use the word force. Energy. It's the energy.
She must.
And energy is what I mean. I don't know what I said before.
the force is strong with this one.
Anyway, because it's like you see a lot of girls say, or sometimes when we speak to some girls and they say who are wearing weave and they feel like they don't feel comfortable enough to come to natural hair events and be in a room with women rocking their natural hair because they feel like they'll be judged or looked down on, or kind of like, you know, whatever, which is a shame, because I feel like, especially, you know, girls that wear weave and have natural hair under the weave, and they are interested and do want to know about looking after their hair or thinking about starting their natural hair journey, they should, there's no reason why they should feel like that. But then then that's when I think you have to think about how us, not us, but us as the natural hair community are giving out vibes and how we are portraying ourselves as when it comes to women who wear weave. We should be encouraging and, you know, come down.
New naturals, thinking about going natural, come down.
And that's what we try to do. If you check it out on our website, www.CurltureUK, because we have a whole page of natural one-on-one on if you're a newly natural, want to start going natural.
At the end of the day, don't let your hair define you, but also
your hair
defines you. It's a multifaceted thing. As a black woman in this society, you know, your hair is tied to many things: political statements, fashion, whatever. Exactly, there's a lot of history. So, and where you've been told not to wear natural hair for a long time, weave has been, or relaxed hair has been the norm. Now it's the other way around. So, you know, ladies who are wearing weave or have relaxed hair now feeling that kind of what natural hair women felt before. It's gonna have to balance out. So each party's gonna feel, you know, shame and stuff, but it's eventually balancing out, and then I think eventually we'll reach a happy medium where women can rock their natural hair and have weave on top if they want to, or just wear it out natural without having to relax it or whatever. It's up to you. But at the end of the day, I feel that if you want to go natural and you have a weave, come and visit us. We'll heat you up, give some knowledge, tell you what you need to know, and if you don't want to do it, so be it.
Now on the flip side, I'm just gonna flip it real quick. You have examples such as Allure magazine, hi, no shade, who now wanna have an article about how white women, Caucasian women, people with straight hair can have an afro. Like step by step of how you can achieve an afro. Now, the first thing I'm gonna say, if you have straight hair and not afro hair, you can't have an afro.
No. You can have,
like, that's the
curly style
point. That's just like basic
even if you have straight hair with waves, that is not an afro. Let me just run you up to the
afro hair. I swear we need to insert what afro, or pictures of what afro hair is, because some people get a little bit confused up in here.
I think so too. We posted this on our Instagram. I'll put the picture over Trina's face. And you know, it got reposted twice by 2 different people, I think, at least, and loads of comments on their reposts of our page and whatever.
So thank you for bringing us new followers.
I like discussion. I like to see different points of view, but there's one point of view that I will always have and I will never let go of, and it's cultural appropriation. And I'm sorry, I don't care what you think.
I don't care.
It's sorry, I don't.
You were singing.
Don't care. It's really it's a thing, right? Oh Lord, let me not even get into the story about that. But anyway.
So what do you mean by culture appropriation?
Culture or culture?
Culture appropriation.
It's a culture.
Culture. I said culture.
Our name's too close to that.
Anyway, for people who are a bit like, what does that even mean? Like,
it's taking something of another culture that has, you know, obviously meaning and history and representation behind it, and putting it in for fashion or to make a profit off of it when it's not inherently known to that person. They don't know the history around it. They don't know anything.
Like, you're just doing it for fashion.
Basically, fashion. Not everybody have a fashion, follow fashion all the time. Jump off a bridge, everybody follow fashion.
Not always.
No. So basically what happened is now, so this girl who accordingly looks biracial, now she has curly hair. To me, that's just like Rachel Dolezal in a magazine. But anyway, so now she looks biracial and she has this thing. And my problem with it is, right, is they haven't, where is the black woman? For instance, if they had a black woman, you want an afro or something, I would still have an issue with it, I'm not gonna lie. But at least have a black woman representing the afro. Why are you again having a white woman doing something to make it popular? Do you know what I mean?
But wait, we're supposed to be flattered by this.
No, because that, to me, no. You know what?
What would be flattering is having a black woman in the magazine rocking her natural hair and her afro. I will find that flattering. Like, yes, the little magazine, you have a black woman with natural hair rocking her afro, encouraging more black women to rock their afro. Now that is flattering.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yes.
Basically, someone commented about, you know, changing the image of beauty, the standards of beauty. Let me get this one thing straight with you. I am not, let me tell you something right now. I am not working to change the definition of beauty to have each white woman represent what's beautiful about other races. I want one white woman, one black woman, one Asian woman, one Latina woman, one Oriental woman, one Native Indian woman, one Indian woman, whatever, but different representations of women. It should not be white. Oh, this is how you can look black, or this is how you can look Asian, or this is how you can look Latina. I don't want none of that. That's not changing the rhetoric. That's keeping the same standards, just changing racism. Someone said this recently, racism changes shape every 10 years, it changes. And then you don't realise it's racism until the end of the next 10 years. And then
you're like, oh snap,
that was cultural appropriation.